Hey Ryan, what up, man? So, I'm Mark. I am a good friend of your dad's. And so, I happen to be a drummer as well. And it's been a lifelong passion of mine. And I was talking to your dad about it. I actually watched one of your videos where you were doing your jazz drumming, and I thought it was fabulous. I was really proud of you. And so anyway, the purpose of this is I was kind of thinking after talking with your dad this last weekend on our golf trip that maybe I could do some things to encourage you, and we could kind of play around with technology and this video swapping thing and YouTube, and we could come up with a format to where we could kind of share ideas. And so what I thought I would do is I would try to teach you a little drum beat that I've been having a lot of fun with. It's really, really fun to play. And it's simple, but it's kind of challenging. It's challenged me a little bit just because it's got some stuff in it that I'm just not used to playing that way. And so I'm not going to tell you what song it is because I don't want you to know that right now. But it is from a song, and it happens to be from one of my favorite drummers of all time, and I'm playing his signature sticks right here, but I'm not even going to tell you who the drummer is right now. So we're going to leave all of that a secret. But what I thought I would do is just make an attempt here to kind of teach you this and see if you could learn to play it. And when you learn to play it, what I'd like for you to do is video yourself doing it. Post it to YouTube. I'm going to come up with a channel that you and I can share. And then you can shoot it to me, and I'll take a look at it, and we can have some fun that way. I was just thinking this might be something that we could do together, and it might help you retain some sort of a passion for drumming, or grow your passion for drumming. Because I don't want you. I know lots of kids who start out playing a musical instrument, they give up on it for one reason or another. And I can tell you that this has been one of the greatest joys of my life, is to be able to continue to play drums and to continue to do this since I was in mid-high. So I'm not great, but I still love it. And so anyway, I'm going to try to teach you this. I'm going to play it slow, and we'll just kind of see how it goes. I'll probably mess it up because I'm not used to playing it slow. And my snare drum has a ring to it because the internal muffling mechanism broke the other day, and I've ordered one, but it hasn't come yet. So anyway, just deal with it. Deal with the dusty drums. It's a kit I've been playing on since shortly after high school. So anyway, here we go. It's a 4/4 type of deal, and it's based on kind of a 16th note thing. You know what 16th notes are, so I'm not going to insult your intelligence. But it starts with a hi-hat with your foot and a bass drum at the same time. So it starts with this. All right. Actually, why don't you let me play it? That'll be easier. It'll also help me remember it, and then I can go back and slow it down and piece it together for you. So that's what it is, and it's really not hard, but there's this hi-hat on the, I don't know, and of one of them, but so it works like this. So those are the first three strokes. Hi-hat and bass drum together, then a hi-hat hit with your left hand, and snare with your right. That's not difficult, right? So the next stroke after that is another hi-hat with your foot. Okay? And then the next stroke after that is another hit with your left hand on the hi-hat. After that, another stroke with your right hand on the snare drum. And guess what? After that, another hit on your hi-hat with your left hand. Is that right? Yeah. All right. So another hit with your left hand. So. And then comes two bass drums. And that's pretty much it, except for a couple of little variations. Well, there's no variations with that. That is the groove. And then after that, there's a couple little variations. When you hit that second bass drum, on the second one, hit your floor tom as well. And then there's a little snare drum roll, and it's a double with your right hand, and then 2/8 notes, 3/8 notes. So that whole phrase goes like this. So that's the first phrase, and then the second thing repeats that same motif between the hi-hat and hand and the bass drum. But when you do the two bass drums, instead of hitting the floor tom on the second one, you don't. You just play the two bass drums alone. And then you do not a flam, but a dual hit on the tom, the high tom and the lower tom. So it would sound like this. And so then you put them both together and it sounds like this. Oh, I forgot to say, after that dual hit on the high tom and the floor tom, you do another little roll. Let's see, it's a little different than the first little one. So that's a dual stroke, right hand and left hand. I think that's right. Let me play it. Yeah, so that's just 30-second note roll, two double strokes, right and left hand, and then you're back into one. Like that. Okay, and that starts the thing back over. So let me play it again. It's actually played, I think, a little bit faster than that. I think the BPM is about 105 or something like that on it. So I'll try to play it around the speed. You can even play it faster. It's fun to play faster. So that's basically it. There's some cool things you can do with fills in between the groove, but I'm not going to show you that right now. So anyway, there you go. I hope you enjoyed it. Learn it.